Radio 1. One world, your station. Your station. Make some noise! This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Yeah, welcome back. That was Justin Bieber, who's our Artist of the Month. So all month you're going to listen to a lot of Justin. Robbie, Ross, Matt, and Phil are in studio. They're the actors who play Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, the incredible Elvis, Johnny, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins. $1 Million Quartet, the Tony Award-winning musical. They play Broadway, the West End. 5th to 8th at the Jamshid Baba NCPA. Tickets are at Book My Show, and all week leading up to that show there are going to be contests on 94.3 Radio 1, which you must tune into. So this is the real deal. This is the original show. You know, like with the Mousetrap, you had the cast that was based out of London town doing those shows day after day, and then they had a touring Mousetrap routine.
Yeah.
This ain't that, guys.
No, we are the UK touring cast. So we do the UK and we come over to India to play.
And Robbie, as soon as you go back, you're on a UK tour.
We go straight back into the UK tour for about 3 months. We're also the tour that plays in London. Whenever it goes back to London now, we are the cast that goes to London.
Yeah.
So this is the production of $1 Million Quartet. You're going to see the best possible version of it. So,
and Matt, you can't play small, intimate venues with this thing, can you? I mean, you need the size of like a St. John's in Bangalore, or a Jamshid Baba perhaps here, or even a 3,000-seater.
Yeah, that's right. So back in the UK, we're playing the #1 theatre venues all around the UK. So that's the largest size. Because if it's in a small space, it's just not enough room to get up and dance and rock and roll. Whereas we want 1,000 people to turn up and dance in the aisles, and that's a real party when that happens. So,
have you guys come here to India in a personal capacity before MDQ, the $1 Million Quartet, the first India tour happened?
No. So
Wow.
personally, my first time was like 2 years ago when we came to Mumbai, and it was we had such an amazing time. And then when Avinash invited us back again to come back, it was just a dream come true, really. And
I see from your timelines, you're by the ocean. Can't complain, can you?
Cake by the ocean.
Cake by the ocean. DNCE.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, before you sign off, I want you guys to tell me about what you think about the artists that you play. Not how you play them, but rather how they are, and what do you think of them as human beings, artists, everything. So let's start with you, Ross. Elvis Presley.
I love Elvis Presley because he defined a generation. I love him because he's a rebel. He was a white kid coming up who listened to black music. He wanted to be different, and he kind of invented the teenager, you know. So we all know about his music and stuff, but he had a massive cultural impact on young Americans, and yeah, I just I love him as a rebel more than anything.
Phil, Carl Perkins.
Carl Perkins, well, he's a pioneer. So he found the sweet spot where rhythm and blues and country music kind of met in the middle, bit of swing, and that's rock and roll. And he wrote Blue Suede Shoes and arguably started it off for everyone.
Matt?
So Jerry Lee Lewis, at a time when every other rock and roll star was pretty much playing the guitar, he was the guy who came out with his piano, and he was such an energy and such a wild character, and he had such a wild reputation. And that's one of the things I've always loved about him. He's just high octane. It's those performances of his which I love, and he's just an amazing player.
Robbie.
Johnny Cash, for me, he's sort of a legend of our time. He transcended genres. His musical styles lent themselves to rock and roll, to folk, and obviously country. And he was but at his heart, he was just a simple man, 3 chords in the truth, and he became a legend in 50 years in the biz, and that's why I love him.
Gentlemen, see you backstage, and thank you very much for a wonderful morning. Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great to be here, man.
Cheers. We're going to do some messages and come back.
She's the voice that resonates.